my mom was a musician, so when I was younger, I would go to her band practices and, just kind of get interested in the music thing there. She used to write songs, and that was an interesting thing. And then I got a guitar, and she showed me the first couple chords, and then from there, it was just, learning by listening, kind of. Last year was, I was doing it full time. It was probably over 150 or maybe even 200 shows. Last year it was 5 nights a week almost, every week it was about 2 years that I was doing that. So I took a break and kind of calmed down. I do maybe 1 show a week, 2 shows a week now, just to make sure that the shows that I am playing are actually, worthwhile shows. But it was a busy year last year, so. Mathew, Corken and Friends is the new solo project, and I just wanted to do something a little bit different than Tied to Tigers. So I've got other friends that I've always wanted to play with, some of my peers that I look up to, some older guys that are in a band called Bloom and Review from around town. And I just brought them in. One guy plays lap steel, dobro, and then the other guy played stand-up bass. It was cool to be able to bring in some people I hadn't been able to work with before. And they took the songs and they had ideas that I hadn't thought of yet. I had my drummer from Tied to Tigers come in and play on it too, and we'd done some pre-production on it. And it was cool, but bringing in different ears, that I don't normally work with, they had different ideas that I hadn't thought about yet. So the idea with Mathew, Corken and Friends is just to get, like I said, my friends together that I don't normally get to play with, and just, have a collaboration that isn't something that I normally do, almost out of the comfort zone, and it really creates for a different vibe. I've only met a handful of people in my life that say that they don't listen to music, It's something that's common in almost every person's life, so, just making sure that we can, get it out to people to hear and, and enjoy the feelings that it creates, just connecting with people, making songs that people can relate to and people enjoy,
Outside, a baby screaming, boxwoods lined it in. 2 chairs, an empty stare, a cigarette to hold on to. Oh, loosen the twist, loosen the twist. Oh, loosen the twist, loosen the twist. When the whiskey settles in, you pull the ropes tight. Cattle prod waiting for another to forget. Oh, loosen the twist, loosen the twist. Oh, loosen the twist. Oh, loosen the twist. Train the fight, let us read something in the mend of a trend. I am likely to forget. I'm likely to forget. Train the fight, let us read something in the mend of a trend. I am likely to forget. I'm likely to forget. Tears laugh at all the things that we adore. Affection and perfection, one that no one could ignore. A child sleeps alone and no one of us would ever know. If a child sleeps alone, no one of us would ever know. Oh, loosen the twist, loosen the twist. Oh, loosen the twist. Oh, loosen the twist. Train the fight, let us read something in the mend of a trend. I am likely to forget. I'm likely to forget. Train the fight, let us read something in the mend of a trend. I am likely to forget. I'm likely to forget. Loosen the twist, oh loosen the twist, oh loosen the twist, loosen the twist. Drain the fight, let us read something in the mend of a trend. I am likely to forget, I'm likely to forget. Drain the fight, let us read something in the mend of a trend. I am likely to forget, I'm likely to forget.
First song was The Twist, and that's, it's just about kind of not letting the parts of your life that you think are maybe holding you back really get to you, and just remembering that, in the grand scheme of things, the little things don't really matter. The things that even you have no control over just don't matter. So it's just about that kind of pursuing the idea of staying strong to what you believe in and really pushing for your goals. It's something that's relatable to most every person in the world, is the feeling of listening to something and being able to relate to it. So, these songs, if they're about love, that's something that almost every person in the world can relate to in some way or another. So, I would hope that they would listen to it and feel that they can go on doing the right thing and pursuing, their goals and loving their relationships, whether it's with their family or their friends or a significant other, just being able to relate to the music, Nine Sharp Knives is a love song. It's, it's about, sometimes you feel like you're maybe beating away at each other in a relationship, but really, it's for the greater good of the relationship or of the other person. You might feel like you're stabbing them or they're stabbing you. The word nine sharp knives is what it feels like, but really, when you think about it, it's all for the greater good, and there's always love that's there, and so just harnessing that and really staying true to that, and it's always gonna work out, and be all right. So most of my songs, they're always about love, kind of, and about that bond that you create with, someone else, and it's always it's a good thing, it's not nine sharp knives. I say that like it could be something, scary or derogatory, but it's not. It's a good thing, to want to grow with someone else in that way,
We stand on simple things, a sharp cut of a wisp, a cookie cutter life for lovers, more trials than a runner in the weep or the turn into the waters of wonder. She fell down in slumber. She never wakes with a kiss, only falls in love with the waiting wind. Oh, the waiting wind. Oh, in the waiting wind. Lost awake, working for the nights, two hearts in our troubled minds. Find a better passing of my time, 'cause we're like nine sharp knives. We're like nine sharp knives. Oh, in the waiting wind. Oh, in the waiting wind. We're like nine sharp knives. Stand on simple things, a sharp cut of a whisk.
A lot of my songs lyrically come from poetry. So I write, either a short one-line or 5-line poem, and then from there I'll either have guitar parts that I have been messing around with, and then you try to put the lyrics to them, or sometimes like that the second song I did, the Nine Sharp Knives, that was a one and done kind of thing. Just wrote it on the spot and then kept every line from it, kind of. Recently I've been, if I get an idea, I'll just record it on my phone just to get a basic idea of what's going through my head, and then I'll go through and do pre-production with it and say cut this part out or put this part here. But they mostly all come from poems, and the guitar parts just, when you're just playing around, they just kind of fall together, it seems, so.
Miscommunication makes the world go round. Miscommunication makes the world go round. More interpretation comes lost and found. More interpretation comes lost and found. I'm trying, oh trying to make a better way, better way. Less words, more fight to make things right. Oh, 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 oh. Less words, more fight to make things right. Oh, 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 oh. Sweet, sweet dreams are what we're looking for. Sweet, sweet dreams are what we're looking for. Moving to a new place, something a little more. Waiting to tell me we've been doing it all wrong. I'm trying, oh trying to make a better way, better way. Less words, more fight to make things right. Oh, 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 oh. Less words, more fight to make things right. Oh, 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 oh. She got a whole lot to give, less willing to take. She got a whole lot to give, less willing to take now. She got a whole lot to give, less willing to take. She's willing to take, less willing to take. Got a whole lot to give, less willing to take. She's willing to take now, willing to take now. Whoa, 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 whoa. She's willing to take now, willing to take. She's willing to take now, willing to take. Got a whole lot to give, less willing to take. She's willing to take now, willing to take now. She's willing to take now, willing to take now.